What if I told you the best everyday carry watch in the world costs less than a fast food meal for four at McDonald's? No sapphire crystal, no Swiss movement, no prestige. Just a little black rectangle that's been strapped to the wrist of presidents, soldiers, terrorists, survivalists and students for over 35 years and quietly outperforms watches that cost hundreds of times more. That's right, today I'm making the case for the Casio F91W. I've done several other videos on this watch, but I think it bears repeating. And even in 2026, this remains the best EDC watch you can get. Maybe even more so than ever, because no one can hack this watch like they can your smartwatch. And it's not just due to one factor, it's due to several factors. Are there more accurate watches? Yes. Are there more comfortable watches? Well, probably. Are there more durable and reliable watches? Well, maybe. Are there cheaper watches? Well, yes. But it's that combination of accuracy, size, durability and reliability and cost that make this still, in my opinion, the best EDC watch you can get, bar none. So let's start with the most important thing a watch has to do. It's got one primary job, and that is to tell the time accurately. The F91W runs on a quartz movement. That means that inside here is a tiny piece of crystal which vibrates 32,768 times a second, driven by the battery, regulated by a circuit, and Casio says accurate to within about plus or minus 30 seconds a month. That's roughly plus or minus 1 second a day. I've got loads of F91Ws and all of them are much more accurate than that. My least accurate one runs at about plus 15 seconds a month, so that's about half a second a day. But even at Casio's stated 30 seconds a month, let's just compare that to a mechanical watch. A decent automatic, say something with an ETA movement, might be accurate to plus or minus 10 to 20 seconds per day. A high-end COSC certified chronometer gets down to minus 4 to plus 6 seconds a day, which sounds impressive until you realise that the F91W is still more accurate. And we're talking about watches that cost hundreds or even thousands of more dollars or pounds. A Rolex Submariner or Datejust, plus or minus 2 seconds on a good day. F91W, maximum of 1 second a day out. And the physics is simple. A quartz oscillator is just more precise than a wound spring. The F91W wins on accuracy. It's not even close. And I know there's a load of folks that'll say, well, my Rolex is accurate to 1 second a month. Yep, okay, maybe it is. But that's highly unlikely and you're probably just lying. So next thing to look at is size. EDC stands for everyday carry, and the clue is in the name. You need to actually wear it every day in every situation. The F91W measures 33.5 mils across and it's just 8.5 millimeters thick. It weighs about 21 grams and you literally forget it's on your wrist. It's so light and so comfortable, and that matters more than you think. You can wear it sleeping, you can wear it training, it doesn't catch on jacket sleeves, it slides onto gloves really easily, it doesn't bang into door frames, and it doesn't make you feel like you've strapped a hockey puck to your arm. And compare that to this modern trend of 40, 42, 44 millimeter plus watches, sports watches, dress watches, smart watches, many of which are so thick and heavy that people take them off the moment they're home. The watch you take off isn't doing its job. The F91W is small enough to be invisible when you want it to be, and that is exactly what a true EDC tool should be. It should be helping you, not getting in the way. The next thing we need to talk about is durability and reliability, and this is where the F91W becomes truly mythic and legendary. The case is lightweight resin, not steel, not titanium, and people use that as a knock against it, but this resin is shockproof, it flexes rather than dents, and it won't corrode. The glass is just a piece of acrylic which picks up scratches really easy, but if you're that bothered they can be buffed out with buffing compound like Polywatch. And this watch is really water resistant, marked as water resistant only. Casio say it's just splash proof, but I've swum in these many hundreds of times over the years in various of my F91s that I own. I've never had a single one of them leak, not one, not ever. So I would class these as waterproof. And then we've got to talk about the battery life. F91W runs on a single battery. Casio rate it as a 7-year battery life. 7 years. I've got to say, that is a conservative estimate as well. Casio are always selling these watches short of what they can actually do. I've heard from some people that these batteries have lasted in an F91W for 13, 14, 15 years, and I can believe it. And even at 7 years, in a world where your smartwatch might need to be charged every single day, you just strap this on and forget about it for years. The movement itself is sealed, simple, and has almost no moving parts and almost nothing to go wrong. There's no automatic rotor to service, no mainspring to wind. It's a circuit and a crystal, and Casio's been making this exact same watch since 1989, well over 35 years, and nothing has changed in that time. Apart from the release of, other models. You can get these in a load of different colours, and if this kind of retro design is too much for you, you can get this in a more minimalist design. But the module and the functionality of the watch itself, that just hasn't changed. And there's a reason it became iconic. It just works in conditions that would destroy more complicated, more prestigious alternatives. I used to be a tiler at one point, and an F91 was my daily work watch, and it would be covered in adhesive and grout and dirt and be immersed in water multiple times every day. Would put up with massive shocks from hammering and stuff like that, and using small jackhammers and things. No problem. So durable. You don't actually need a G-Shock if you want a durable watch. These are super tough. And the next thing we need to look at is the cost. In the UK, you can get a Casio F91W for around 15 quid from the likes of Amazon or Argos or H. Samuels. And in the US, round about $15 to $20. That's it. That's the price. 15 quid, all in. And for that money, you get quartz accuracy that beats mechanical movements costing thousands. A slim, lightweight, genuinely wearable form factor, a 7-year plus battery life, super solid water resistance, and a proven 35-year track record of reliability. So just think about what that means for EDC specifically. You're not worrying about scratching it, you're not babying it on the beach or at the gym, you're not stressed when you pack it into your bag. If it somehow broke, which is highly unlikely, you replace it for 15 quid and you move on with your life. The F91W, it doesn't ask you to be precious with it, and that freedom is worth something that doesn't show up on any spec sheet. So in conclusion, a watch's job is to tell you the time accurately, reliably, whenever you look at it, without making your life more complicated. And the F91 does all of that better than the vast majority of watches on the market at any price. It's more accurate than most mechanicals, it's slim enough to forget you're wearing it, it runs for 7 years plus on one battery, and it is plenty tough enough for real life, and it costs less than a round of drinks. Expensive watches can be wonderful things. If you want a bit of wrist jewellery, sure, go for it, no problem. But expensive and best for EDC are different questions. If you want the one watch you can put on in the morning and genuinely never think about it again, that does its job every single day in every single situation without fail, the answer is a battered little black Casio. It has been since 1989 and nothing's changed. So I hope you enjoyed that little video, me fighting for the F91W again, and if you enjoyed it, I hope you'll consider subscribing, and please let me know in the comments. Are you a convert? Did you already think this way about the F91? Or are you going to say the Casio Royale's better? Or do you just think I'm plain wrong? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Adios!